It's natural beauty. For Houston to have that resource so close to so many millions of people is just a wonderful blessing to all of us.
The city of Nassau Bay, as most people are aware, is surrounded by Galveston Bay. And for us to maintain and leave it for our kids and preserve its natural state, it's important that we take measures that preserve it.
An important part of our grants from the Accenture Foundation is to really understand the impact of preserving and protecting Galveston Bay, both from an economic perspective and as well from a carbon mitigation and environmental perspective.
Here at the Galveston Bay Foundation, we strive to ensure that one of our most valuable natural resources remains a beautiful and vibrant place for generations to come. To accomplish that goal, we rely on the generous support and hard work of organizations and individuals like you.
The Galveston Bay Foundation is involved in many different types of programs. One is, of course, just acquiring land for preservation purposes. It's also doing beach shoreline protection. They're also doing things such as oyster shell recycling. So we're really doing a very diverse system of trying to educate and maintain the integrity of the bay. I see things from a viewpoint of how things interact, and this is a very interesting system here. And as long as we maintain the quality of the system, then we will make sure that we have a very viable and healthy bay.
Today, we are proud to honor our 2014 Guardian of the Bay Award recipients.
The Galveston Bay Foundation Guardian of the Bay Award Program came about because the foundation really wanted to point out the people who are trying to help the Bay. And we go through that process to ensure that one business, one government, and one individual really is doing their part to protect the Galveston Bay.
For its commitment to protecting the natural environment through a variety of efforts, including GBF's Rain Barrel program, Cease the Grease campaign, and the multiple Marshmania planting events. The City of Nassau Bay.
There's 4 main programs the City of Nassau Bay and its citizens have participated in helping preserve Galveston Bay. The first one being the Rain Barrel program. We have about 100 participants using the barrel program, which collects rainwater, which they use for irrigation. The second program is Cease the Grease, where we're educating our constituents on not putting fats and oils down the drain. Pretty self-evident of reasons why not to, but it's an education process. The third is important, one I participated in, is called Marshmania, sponsored by Galveston Bay Foundation, where we work 2 days to plant cordgrass, and we stopped erosion and, of course, improve the quality of the water. And the fourth is really close to my heart. It's 17 years of cleaning up the peninsula each year that we coordinated with Galveston Bay Foundation and the Clear Creek Environmental Foundation. And over the past 17 years, we've probably moved 30 tons or so. Galveston Bay Foundation should be supported by all Nassau Bay residents only because it's one of the most critical factors in their everyday lives. We're getting more citizens participate. More citizens are recognizing that the bay is fragile. It requires support. It's so much of an honor to be recognized by the Galveston Bay Foundation that's really doing things that we all should be doing more of. And so from the City of Nassau Bay and myself as mayor, I'm very appreciative of all the efforts to help us restore the bay to keep our quality of life the way it is.
For its commitment to sustainability, its support of local conservation organizations like the Galveston Bay Foundation and its national partnership with the Workplace Giving Federation, EarthShare, Accenture.
Accenture's focus is helping our clients become high-performance businesses. And we actually believe that becoming a high-performance business, or part of becoming a high-performance business, is leading the way from an environmental stewardship and sustainability perspective. So, we also choose to demonstrate or lead by example as well through our own actions. So we've invested in technology and capability to help reduce our own carbon footprint as we serve our clients. When we do our annual employee giving campaign, we've introduced EarthShare as an option to enable our employees to give to the causes that they believe strongly in. And Galveston Bay is a part of the EarthShare of Texas organization. For the last 2 years, Accenture has hosted a golf tournament with our people and our clients to raise money for EarthShare of Texas that benefits all of the organizations within the EarthShare network here in the state. Accenture has recently awarded the Galveston Bay Foundation, in partnership with Restore America's Estuaries, a $100,000 grant to begin research into the economic impact of estuary restoration in the Galveston Bay area. In conjunction with that, we're also doing some research around this concept of blue carbon, which is the carbon sequestration impact of wetlands and other estuary areas in the bay. We're very excited to be recognized. We're pleased with our participation in or our relationship with the Galveston Bay Foundation, and we look forward to doing quite a bit more in the future.
For his commitment to the removal of multiple derelict, abandoned oil field structures from Galveston Bay, and his support of the Galveston Bay Foundation, Rick Stewart.
The Derelict Structures Project was a grassroots project to remove old oil and gas derelict platforms, in particular 9 of these that dated back to the 1950s and 60s that had been abandoned and left behind and had been destroyed by numerous hurricanes over the years and represented a navigation and boating hazard. Did a little research, picked up the name Courtney Smith from work that Galveston Bay Foundation had done. Courtney directed me to the General Land Office. The state of Texas owns all the lands underneath Galveston Bay. I went to the General Land Office, talked to Robert Hatter, who's responsible for it, told him what I was seeing out there, and he said, "Rick, you're right. We don't have the resources to go out there and be able to research what's out there, but we encourage you to do so." We went out there, and a small group of us went out and photographed the derelict structures and got good GPS coordinates on them and took them to the state and showed them what we found. The General Land Office coordinated the effort to remove the structures, which was a big engineering project that went on over 3 to 4 months. It was a big effort to get them out. The bay's clear. There's a clear horizon. It's a much safer place to go boating, and also the eyesore has been removed. Overall, a very successful project. Being recognized as a guardian of the bay, it just feels good. It's very satisfying. The project in itself was very satisfying in that so many people came on board to support it all through it. So it was a cooperative effort. It just felt good all along, like it was the right thing to do.
People should support the Galveston Bay Foundation because we're here to educate the public and to ensure that the integrity of this bay is maintained.
I believe that there's a lot more opportunity for more participation in rain barrel programs. There's going to be a response to the Cease to Grease, more marsh manias, more participants, and as we clean that peninsula each year, more citizen involvement.
I know of no other organization like Galveston Bay Foundation. They are the true stewards of the bay. They protect it in many, many ways, including educational opportunities, restoration of marsh habitat, water quality, derelict structures, derelict vessels. Everywhere you turn, Galveston Bay Foundation has a project going to keep the bay, to maintain the bay, to protect the bay. They are the true stewards of the bay.